A couple from out of state has been arrested for a series of break-ins, and now police are trying to figure out who are their victims. EKU announces $75 million worth of changes are coming to campus. What's planned ahead?
This is WKYT News at 4:30.
Good afternoon. Sam Dick and Amber Philpott reporting. State police say they arrested two people who may have burglarized many homes in southern Kentucky.
The couple arrested are from out of state, and they were found with a lot of stolen items. The arrest followed a series of break-ins in Whitley County. WKYT's Phil Pendleton has more now from the state police post on what the couple is accused of doing. It's our top story at 4:30.
Police say they have jewelry, electronics, and other valuables inside the London State Police Post. And now the big question is, who does all of this belong to? The items were found in the car occupied by a Joshua Penland and a Brittany Warren. They were arrested after a traffic stop last month. Now, inside the car were loads of loot that police suspect was stolen. Police say they believe the two targeted numerous homes in this area.
Well, beginning around the 1st of November, around the mid of November, Kentucky State Police, along with local law enforcement in Williamsburg and Wheatley County, had been receiving some burglary calls and thefts in reference to people getting their homes broken into.
Penland remains in jail, but Warren was actually picked up by authorities in Virginia, where she is also facing charges. Police say the two could be suspects in crime all over this part of the eastern United States. Much more on this at 5:30, but for now, in Laurel County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
We were able to talk to Penland from jail, and at 5:30 he tells us why the two broke into all those homes. Police are investigating an overnight break-in at a Lexington restaurant. They think the suspect got in through the roof. Police say the manager of Zaxby's on West New Circle Road called them a little after 2 this morning. The manager said they could see someone on camera walking around inside the store. There were no obvious signs of break-in until police say they checked the roof. It's not clear what, if anything, the suspects got away with. Well, the sun has returned to the bluegrass today, but don't be fooled. It is chilly out there.
Feels like December, doesn't it? Well, you want to keep your coat handy for the next few days. Let's check in with meteorologist Jim Caldwell, filling in for Chris Bailey. Hey, Jim.
We do have that chill in the air, guys, and it's going to be tough. We're in December now, so chills are going to be a little more common for most of us here in the coming weeks, because we're not even officially into winter. We're in meteorological winter, but not true winter yet. Some of the headlines: chill remains in the area out there tonight. We get slightly warmer as we move into this weekend, just slightly. We'll climb up the old thermometer, and then a calm spell that we are now entering after dealing with rain day after day will finally come to an end once we cross over to next week. Let's check and see what we've got out there as far as temperatures are concerned and cloud cover. Now notice you've got this cool little shot where you're seeing 30s there in Maysville, 40 in Moorhead. They were in the 30s a little while ago or two. That's where we have some of the thicker cloud cover, and we have for a greater period of time. You go outside those clouds and you're going to find some spots that are also in the mid 40s. So you've got that one little area that stretches all the way back into parts of central Kentucky as well, that's still being influenced by all of those clouds. No precipitation showing up anywhere across the area, and that will remain the case as we head through the weekend. Won't be back until we get into next week, doesn't look like. So low 40s, mid 40s out there, maybe some low 50s by the time we get into the weekend. Now what I'm going to do is I'll break it all down a little more in detail. Just kind of show you that brief warm-up, if you want to call it that. It's around seasonal conditions. I'll break it all down coming up in just a few minutes.
Jim, thank you. The holiday shopping season is in full swing, but stores and customers are still getting used to those new chip cards. Credit and debit cards with chips on them are more secure than cards that are swiped. In October, it became law that if a store wasn't accepting chip cards, they would have to take responsibility if there's a breach in security.
If there's a big breach that somehow occurs, you're going to see people scrambling to get those terminals installed because they're going to be concerned.
Sam is at the live desk now with our investigative reporter Miranda Combs with more on this story that she's working on for tonight at 6. Sam?
Amber, thank you. This affects so many people. We did a story, as I recall, around October 1st, maybe before that, about this changeover with these new chip cards that are coming.
Right, so now all merchants should have terminals that will accept this chip card. If they don't, then they're liable. If a customer comes in and swipes a card still and that's all they have available, then they're held liable for if there were fraud or some sort of breach of security now.
The retailer's liable?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the change since October.
Right. And you talked to a financial expert about how the new chip cards are being received, right?
Right, and he said the main thing he's hearing is that it takes longer. They call it dipping the chip. You insert the chip and it takes a second for it to actually read it, unlike the swipe, which was a lot faster. So he said a lot of retailers, not necessarily right here in Kentucky, but around the country, are just skipping it and not doing it yet. And they're letting customers swipe for now until they get through the holiday season, because you've got the lines and people don't want to mess with a wait any longer than they have to.
Customers sometimes are not very patient.
Right.
So that could come back though and bite the retailer, right?
Right, because like we were saying, if there did, he said right now, there's been kind of a calm. There hasn't been any security breaches lately. But if there were to be one, then those merchants are going to be kicking themselves, because it would have been a lot cheaper to get the new system put in.
All right, with all the shopping coming next few weeks, very timely story. Much more with Miranda on WKYT at 6. Amber?
Sam, thanks so much. Following the lead of other state universities, Eastern Kentucky University is planning to build 2 new residence halls. The Herald Leader says EKU will partner with 2 private developers for the $75 million project. The residence halls will have 1,100 beds total and are set to open in the fall of 2017. They will replace Martin Hall and Brockton Block on Kit Carson Drive, but it's not a done deal just yet. According to the Herald Leader, the contract won't be finalized until next month and will also have to be approved by the General Assembly. Sandra Bullock's family has grown by 1. More on her adoption ahead in Eye on Entertainment.